Hey everybody, what's up? This is Raj again today, coming at you with another deck profile. I just kind of whipped this one together. It seems like it might be pretty good. I don't know. I'll have to test it, find out. But we have Cooler from set 10, I think, right? Yeah. No, set 9. My bad. But let's get into it. Alright, I'm sure most of you know what he does, but we'll go over it just in case there's somebody that doesn't know. But it's from Cooler from set 9. Sorry for the mistake. But his first auto, when this card attacks a leader, draw a card. Second auto, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased, your opponent places the top card of the deck in the drop area. Then his third auto, once per turn, if it's your opponent's turn, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased by the skills of one of your battle cards, draw one card. Then the Awaken, when your life is at 4 or less, you may draw one card, then choose up to one of your energy, switch it to active mode, and flip this card over. I'm sorry, you may draw one card, and then choose up to one of your energy. In case I didn't say that, I don't know. Then on the back, the Awaken side, we have Cooler, Revenge Transformed. Auto, when this card attacks, draw a card. Second auto, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased by decrease, your opponent places the top card of their deck in the drop area. So it's basically the same as the front, but the third auto, once per turn, and then when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased by the skill of one of your battle cards, draw one card. So, I love the form for Cooler too. I just wish that Frieza would have something like that. Pretty nifty. Alright. So for the deck, I wanted to play some Unison cards and I couldn't really think of what, so I just went ahead just to, you know, kind of, I guess, match, you know, the channel, the name of the channel, Roshi's Loaded Dice. So we got Master Roshi, Potential Unleashed. He's a 2-cost, at least 2 reds. Auto, if your leader card is red, your opponent's life is at, if your leader card is red and your opponent's life is at 5 or more, when this card is played, deal 1 damage to your opponent. It's pretty nifty. And then activate main, it's a +1. This card gets plus 5,000 power for the turn. And then -4, activate main. This card gets plus 15,000 power and double strike for the turn. So, got 2 of him. And then I threw in, I only have 2. I figured this would be a good number anyways. But it's Frieza, Death's Embrace. It's auto, when you play this card, draw 1 card, and activate battle. Pay 1 red, choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards or battle cards, and it gets plus or minus 10,000 power for the duration of the battle. So that's the side. Then I wanted to go with a swap package, so I brought out the Clash of Fates Frieza Overture to Battle. It's a swap 2, has to be a red Frieza card with an energy cost of 2. Auto, when you play this card from your hand, choose up to one of your leader cards or red battle cards other than this card, and it gets plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Then we have 4 Evolutionary Process Frieza. It's a swap 3 for 1 red. Has to be a red Frieza card with an energy cost of 3. And then permanent, during your opponent's turn, this card gets minus 5,000 power. Then we have, let's see if you can see it with all the sparkle on it, Frieza Storm of Blows. It's a 3-cost, got barrier, swap 5 for 2 red. Has to be a red Frieza card with an energy cost of 5. And then when you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 20,000 power or less and KO it. This card I've wanted to try and use, but I haven't been able to use it yet. This has never worked for me. But Frieza, no introductions. It's a 4-cost for at least 1 red. Counter attack, negate the attack, and play this card. Permanent, during your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. And activate main, pay 2 red, 1 blue, And then choose one red or blue Frieza card in your hand with the energy cost of 5 and play it on top of this card. So set that to the side. I guess I should have mentioned this is a red-blue Frieza deck. Well, a red-blue deck, but mainly, if you see, it kind of focuses on Frieza. I only had 3, so I just put 3 in there, but it's Final Showdown Frieza. It's a 5 cost, which we can use with no introductions or the swap engine. And then it's a critical double strike, auto once per turn. When your opponent declares to play a battle card or activates a skill that puts battle cards into play, if your leader cards are red, Frieza's army, which is not. You may choose one card from your life and place it in the drop area. If you do, the battle card is played with the skills negated for the duration of the turn. The skill cannot be activated at counter timing, or it can be activated at counter timing. So I mainly just put it in there because, you know, if I could pay 2 and play or 2 or 3 and play a 5 drop and get critical and double strike, why not? So also, I only have one of the well, I'll show you when I get to it. It's basically just filler. Then, of course, for any red-blue deck, you have to have Mecha Frieza Energy Blight. It's a 2 cost. If then, you know, energy exhaust and permanent. If there's a red-blue multicolor card in your energy other than this card, negate this card's energy exhaust skill in all areas. Then when you auto, when this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's leader cards or battle cards and gets minus 5,000 power for the duration of the battle. And now I'm pretty sure that I can, you know, use this Frieza, then swap 2 and play him, because it doesn't say mono red, it just says red, and this is a red-blue Frieza, so it should work. I'm not sure if by chance you guys know the clarification on that, which I guess I could look it up, but I haven't. But if you guys know, just feel free to drop a comment and let me know. Then another card I could hit with swap, or I could play him with Arrival. It's an energy exhaust blocker. Arrival has to be, you know, Arrival red blue, and I have to pay 1 red, 1 blue. And then auto, when this card is played, your opponent places 2 cards from the top of their deck in their drop area. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 5,000 power for the turn. So I think again that I could, you know, swap into this. I haven't verified that, but we'll find out. I only played 2 just because in case I had to use it with the Arrival cost, where it's red-blue. You know, that's 2 energy, and I decided to throw in 2 of these, Hercule and Majin Buu, Friends Forever, where it's got the Arrival red-blue, and I just pay 1 blue. But when you play this card, draw 1 card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. Then at the end of the turn, choose up to one of your red-blue battle, red or blue battle cards other than Hercule and Majin Buu, Friends Forever, and return it to its owner's hand. So there's those. And I tried to put a little spice in this package, just because I've never played with the Invoker stuff. So it's just not much of an Invoker engine, just a few cards. Because I think, again, you know, if I'm right, then I could hit this card with swap, and I could play him for 2. But it's a 3 cost, 1 red, 1 blue. Energy exhaust, and it has Invoker, which Invoker, if none of you know, which I believe you do, but it's when paying the energy cost for a red-blue multicolor extra card, you can switch 1 red-blue multicolor energy to rest mode instead. So I can just pay 1 instead of, you know, whatever cost the color is, or card is. But it says, I don't need to worry about this, but it says if your leader card is a Universe 7 card, when you play this card, look at the top 5 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 red-blue multicolor extra card among them, add it to your hand, and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So, like I said, I don't need to worry about that. I just kind of threw that in there just for swap and Invoker, just to see if it works. And then this is the card that I only have 1 of. I ordered more, and they're on the way. So the Final Showdown is just kind of filler, which it might work too, because it's critical double strike. But full power Frieza, 100% Overdrive. Personally love the art on this card. But if I can get him out cheaper, He's got triple strike, of course energy exhaust if I use him for energy, and then auto, when this card attacks, choose all of your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier, and they get minus 30,000 power for the duration of the turn. And then second auto, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased, your opponent places 2 cards from the top of their deck into the drop area. Then another arrival card. It's Cooler, Tyrannical Assault. Personally, I love this card. Cooler's one of my favorite bad guys. He's a 5 cost, double strike, or I could play with Arrival red-blue and then pay 1 red. Of course, he has energy exhaust, and then auto. When you play this card, your opponent places the top card of their deck in the drop area, then choose up to 2 of your opponent's cards, ignoring barrier, and they get minus 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. So there's those. That's it for the multicolor extra cards. We'll get into the blue cards that I have. Not very many, just a few. I put 3 Vegeta Savior of the Future, mainly just for a blue color free combo. And then if I need to use him for Awaken or Self-Awakening, he's the add 1 card from your life to your hand, and then he gains plus 10,000 power and double strike for the turn. Then I threw in 3 Combo Attack Cooler. Activate battle, pay 1 blue. Choose 1 red or blue Frieza clan card in your battle area other than Combo Attack Cooler, and return it to its owner's hand. Play this card from your hand. So that should work if I have like the Arrival Cooler Tyrannical Assault out, and I could pay 1 blue and then choose him, bring him back to my hand, and then play this card. Second auto, once per turn, when this card attacks or is attacked, choose 1 red-blue multicolor card in your drop area and combo with it. So that might also help me for Arrival. Whoops, hit the camera. And then I have 3 Frieza Unending Onslaught. I can't really hit him with swap because he's blue, but he's activate battle, pay 1 blue, choose 1 red or blue Frieza clan card in your battle area other than Frieza Unending Onslaught, and return it to its owner's hand. Play this card from your hand, and then auto, choose 1 card in your hand, place it in your drop area. When you play this card, choose up to 1 red or blue Frieza clan card in your drop area with an energy cost of 5 or less and add it to your hand. So if I need to recycle the final Showdown Frieza or 100% Overdrive, I can get those. And then I got this. Just decided why not throw them in there. It's Frieza card, it's a good SCR. But I got Frieza Army Reborn. It's an 8 cost, quadruple strike ultimate, so I can only have 1 in the deck, which that's fine. Permanent, when your life is at 2 or less, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 3, so it becomes a 5. Oh, he does. So I could maybe hit him with swap if I needed to. But then auto, when you play this card, your opponent reveals their hand. Choose 1 card from your opponent's. Was it? I can't see it. Okay. Your opponent, choose up to 1 card from your opponent's hand and place it in their drop area. Then choose all of your opponent's battle cards with energy with 4,000 power or less, ignoring barrier, and KO them. So that's it for those. Then we'll get into my combo cards. All I have is super combos. I have 2 Sideline Assist Bulma, and it's really just the first super combo that I grabbed. Super combo, and then you combo this card if your leader card is a red card and your life is a 4 or less, draw a card. And then why not? Because I have a red leader, I threw in Whis Celestial Moderator, super combo energy exhaust, and then if your leader is red or yellow, when you combo this card from your hand, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. It's kind of off, because it would have been better to run the red-blue Beerus, but I thought I'd test it out and see how it goes because it gets that minus 10,000 power. I was more interested in that than untapping, which Beerus would be better because he's basically a free red-blue energy, or a red-blue combo, which would help with my rivals, but that's fine. Then I have 2 Whis' Coercion. One cost counterattack, and negate the attack, then choose up to one of your energy, switch to active mode. Got 3 Senzu Beans. Everybody knows what this does. It's a 1 cost, activate battle, choose up to one of your cards, gains plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, and then choose up to 2 of your energy, switch them to active. Then I have 2 Afterimage Technique. Counterattack, if your leader card is red, choose up to one of your cards and it gets plus 4,000 power for the duration of the battle. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, it gets minus 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. And then Sparking, of course, if I have 5 cards in my drop area, I can just take 1 card from my life instead of paying the energy. And then, like I said, I went kind of light on the Invoker package because I wasn't sure if it would even be work for me in this deck. So I have 2 Emperor's Death Beam. It's got Energy Exhaust, activate main / battle. And then I choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. Ignoring Barrier gets minus 30,000 power for the duration of the turn. And then second, activate main. Send this card from your drop area to your warp. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's a multicolor extra card, you may add it to your hand. Otherwise, place it on top of your deck. So there's 2. And then I have 2 Tyranny's Cost, Energy Exhaust, and activate main. Draw 2 cards. If your opponent has 11 or more cards in their hand, they choose up to they choose cards in their hand and shuffle them into the deck until they have 10 cards in their hand. Mainly just do it for the draw 2, of course. And if I find that the Invoker stuff does work for this deck, then maybe I'll put more in there, switch it around. Who knows? We'll see. But that's it. You guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to land it like you planned it. It's a new little saying I'm going to start saying. We got loaded dice, so we're planning it, so land it like you planned it. Alright, y'all have a good one.